a civil rights icon, a 17-term congressman from Georgia, and a leader to some 600 protesters who marched on Bloody Sunday in 1965. John Lewis helped galvanize the nation's opposition to racial segregation. At 25, Lewis was beaten by state troopers during the historic march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama.
History reminds us that on March 7, 1965, we loved America so dearly, we were ready to die for her.
Nationally televised images of the brutality forced the country's attention on racial oppression in the South. Later that year, President Lyndon Johnson pressed Congress to pass the Voting Rights Act, which removed barriers that had barred Black people from voting. Lewis continued to champion voting rights for more than 30 years as a representative for Georgia's 5th Congressional District.
And there are forces in America today trying to take us back to another time and another place. Yes. But with the passage of this bill, we're saying we're not going back, we're going forward.
Lewis grew up on his family's farm in Pike County, Alabama, where he attended segregated schools. He was an avid reader despite being denied a library card because of the color of his skin. After helping to found the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee in 1963, Lewis became the youngest and last survivor of the Big Six civil rights activists, a group led by Reverend Martin Luther King, Jr. Lewis turned to politics in 1981, when he was elected to the Atlanta City Council. The Democrat has represented much of Atlanta in Congress since 1986, when he first won the seat. He was arrested 40 times during the civil rights movement in the 1960s, and 5 more times as a congressman. At 78, he said he'd do it again to help reunite immigrant families separated by President Donald Trump's administration.
I would go to the borders. I'd get arrested again. You know, if necessary, I'm prepared to go to jail. Thank you, brother.
In 2011, Lewis received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, from then-President Barack Obama. And even after an advanced pancreatic cancer diagnosis in December, he was determined to serve his 18th term as congressman. The man some called the conscience of Congress easily won the Democratic bid for the seat in June.
Thank you for giving me a chance to testify.
Over the course of an unmatched career in public service, Lewis coined the term good trouble, reminding others of their duty to stand up for what's right.
And I said to all of the young people, to all of the children, we are getting in good trouble to set people free. We can do it. If we fail to do it, history will not be kind to us.
A legacy that's inspired generations of change. Angie Wang, Associated Press.